Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be a match between Shuttle and Sky here on Fighting Spirit. Top left-hand corner, it is the dark blue Protoss player. It is Shuttle, under his well-known Smurf name, Eyewater. And in the bottom right, it is the teal Protoss player, Sky, under Inatech. Alright, should be a good PvP here. My favorite mirror matchup in StarCraft is definitely PvP. Just lots of storm drops and reaver drops and reaver attacks on the front lines and lots of reavers all over the place. And this is the place you see the most reavers, which I think it's a fun unit. So I like to see it here in Brood War casting. So hit that like button if you're excited for a PvP here. I don't know, I just like to do it. Because again, it's my favorite of the mirror matchups. Anywho, what are we up to today? Anything crazy? No. No one's going for a cannon rush. Keeping the pylons in at home. It is a 4-player map and therefore fairly difficult to cannon rush on. You have to find your opponent, get your probe way across to where they are, throw up a pylon, hope a cannon gets up before things go too bad. And generally, the openings for Protoss are gateway first, and so it's... You know, it's hard to get a cannon rush going if there's already a gateway coming up, maybe by the time you get there and start throwing up your first pylon. It's difficult. The probes get pulled. Probes are pretty good fighters when it comes to taking down cannons that are warping in, and it's doable, but on a map like this, it's just there's an extra level of difficulty is all there is to it. You can risk it. You can go for it if you want, but there's no guarantee of anything. So PvP, like most of their mirror matchups, kind of just generally mirror their opening build orders, right? You go for the gateway, you go for the gas, you keep your probe count at about the same. Any diversion from the normal build order is going to go fairly poorly for you, is generally how that works. So diversion, bad. Gas coming up for Sky a little bit sooner. Okay, a little bit sooner than it does here for Shuttle, that's fine. Cyber Core getting started a little bit sooner here for Sky too. So I kind of like this. He's teching up faster, which this probe from Shuttle is going to see. By the way, he did cross spawn position scout first. Is able to figure out where his opponent is, which is kind of hilarious. And yeah, that pylon here helps the probes do a little bit better with their Vespene gas harvesting. We'll notice that not doing the same thing here because the spawn location is different, but for this location, and I think the top right here on Fighting Spirit, it's good to have a pylon there. So yeah, man, that Cyber Core is warping in, and it's barely even starting now on the other side for Shuttle. So Sky rushing up that tech tree a lot faster than Shuttle is at the moment. Is it enough to win the game? Probably not. But we'll see. There's a Dragoon on the way to chase away this scouting probe. There is no scout on the other side here. Sky is completely in the dark as to what Shuttle is up to, which is just fine, if you ask me. Just enjoying this atmospheric Protoss music. Dragoon comes out. Probe starts running for its little proby life. It is pretty fast. It should be able to get out of here without dying. And both players just going... Actually, Singularity Charge coming in here for Shuttle, but really, really fast robotics facility out of Sky. He wants, I'm going to guess, reaver drops. This is what this is. This is a really, really fast reaver drop build. No sign of an expansion whatsoever. Can the probe... Remember I said the probe can make it home? I think it can. Yeah, it's regenning its shields quite nicely here. Look. Hey, come up this ramp. There's nothing here. Don't worry about it. And Sky decides to go for it and gets trapped inside. So now there's nowhere going. Now, might as well just scout. Get in here, blah, blah, blah. Sees pylons, sees working on Dragoon range, which Sky starts himself here too. I mean, there's really nowhere to go. Whether you can get a kill or not depends on your micro. You know what? Juked around the outside. Maybe could have made it out of here. But that Zealot blocking the ramp makes it really hard. So Dragoon's going to die without any kills, but does get some decent scouting information off, right? Knows where the pylon placements are, knows where the Cyber Core is, and now it's completely dead. So what are we doing down here? An observatory. I was thinking Bay. But I guess scouting is really important at this stage. I mean, how worried can you be about DTs? I guess, as the robo facility is coming up here from Shuttle on the top left too. Expansion on the way from Shuttle. No sign of a natural base yet here for Sky. And there's your robotic support bay. Okay, so he is going for the reaver drops after he makes an observer. So I'm okay with that. I mean, just knowing what your opponent is up to, if you try to move across the map with a reaver drop and your opponent has a giant army and they just come massacre you and you don't have anything to defend because you didn't see it coming, that's a bad feeling. The reaver drop can succeed, but you still die because an army is just wrecking all your stuff and killing your economy. So there's your first reaver of the day. We're going to try to keep track of these drops, but I'm going to tell you, this green does not show up super well on the mini-map. And if I try to red versus blue this, it's yellows because it's an older replay. Although, I've been casting some newer replays, and I still don't have the red versus blue with the alt-tab, so I don't know what that's all about. My theory about how to get red v blue alternate colors is kind of shot at this point. I'm not sure what to do. But, probe checking to see is there a third base, or maybe a natural base up here, possibly trying to trick me? No, no tricks, just one basing, reaver dropping, aggressive play in here. It's 30 to 31 probes. If this reaver drop can get some damage done, if it can kill, you know, even 5 or 6 probes, that can be a huge deal in this PvP. So reaver out, making some of those scarabs, and then I assume we're getting a shuttle? Another reaver? Maybe it's reaver defense. Like, it's either defense or it's drops. You're not walking it across the map to be aggressive on the ground. It takes too long. Well, the shuttle and the reaver are symbiotic. They have been married for a very, very long time for sure. Oh, observer snipe. Observer snipe. Oof, took some hits there. Did not go down. And both players backing out. They have sufficient dragoons that they're worried about encroaching on the other player's turf. Second Nexus coming up. Mega Shuttle. Finally, a shuttle's in production. And we're making a reaver here too. So we're both going to go reavers. Nothing too surprising. Like I said, a lot of reavers in the PvP. I enjoy it quite a bit. Man, he rushed reavers so fast. I figured it was going to be an aggressive reaver build, but no. No, sir. Actually, shuttle movement's coming in faster for Shuttle here, which makes sense, considering his name and all. But yeah, 2 defensive reavers. There's really not much here from Shuttle that indicates he's going to move out. I mean, he's got a good dragoon count. Does anyone have any upgrades yet? No upgrades yet. Nobody really going for it either. I mean, PvP is not as important as it is against, if you're playing Protoss against Zerg or against Terran. But both players on 2 bases, kind of setting up for a third here is Shuttle. Will he be able to? I don't know. But yeah, pretty even across the board right now, I'd say. The Dragoon count looks fairly healthy. There's a little bit more here from Shuttle by way of Dragoon count, and by that I mean at least 3. Observer's getting sniped off on both sides right now. I'm not sure about going this way. I mean, you're getting chased by a numerically superior army. This is kind of a dead end, but I guess you do have some high ground you can retreat to if they want to chase you up there. Yeah, alright, so that was nice. That gives him the advantage in case he gets chased and Shuttle decides not to pursue. 87 to 72 supply. Shuttle has just the better economy at this stage. He's had, oh, but reaver drops though. He's had more time on 2 bases, so that helps a lot. But this double reaver drop while the Dragoons are getting chased around, I kind of like it. There was maybe a window there where he could take down the assimilator, but he was worried about the reaver coming back to defend, and his guys were very close together, so just backs out, very casually killing a few probes there, losing a bunch of mining time at the same time. See what I tell you about seeing the green stuff on the minimap? It's hard. I gotta do a better job looking at the minimap. I'll do that, I promise. For this game especially, I know there's going to be more drops because PvP is super drop crazy heavy. Shuttle speed finishing up here from Sky 2. Shouldn't be too far behind on that upgrade. I'm really surprised he didn't go for it sooner, but whatever. It's cute. It's cute. Yeah, reaver hit. Ugh. And I've been told from time to time that reaver shots that hit a retreating unit, like those there, don't do nearly as much damage as if they're straight up engaging and that reaver shot hits him in the face. I don't know if that's true. I've asked for like written confirmation that that's the case and haven't received any. So Shuttle, Shuttle corner here. Both players with 2 reavers inside those shuttles hanging out. Hey, how you doing? Oh, you know, just reaver dropping. That's what I like to do. Yeah, me too. It's the best. I don't know about... Oh, sneaking around. Shuttle coming in for the pincer movement against this Dragoon setup from Sky. I don't... Is there enough room to get out this way would be the question. Ooh, Reavers, though. Can he focus on the Reavers a little bit? Oh, he gets both Reavers and a Shuttle. Very nicely done. Yeah, he lost a lot of Dragoons. That's not great, but taking out 2 Shuttles is a great trade. Oh, and sneaking up here. Reaver hit. Takes out another Reaver. Still has his 2. Great micro from Sky. That was some really, really good stuff there. Snuck into a position where the Dragoons weren't covering. Took a hit from the Reaver. Knows he can take 1 hit. And then gets 2 hits and wipes out the other one. Beautifully, beautifully done. Trying to set up for a third base. Maybe is Sky. Again, this is maybe a third base from Shuttle. Nobody seems super interested in going there. But Templar Archives coming in from Shuttle. And a Citadel just now getting started from Sky. So if we want Storm, a bit behind Sky on this one. But see, I've got 2 Reavers. Shuttle can't stand and fight against this. He wanted to. He would have been able to with the sheer number of Dragoons that he has, but the Reavers changed the entire equation. I mean, going in here with your double Reaver, I don't know is that terrible of an idea, but he just completely backs out. He's not super interested in heading out here. Got the high ground actually on Shuttle's natural 3rd location. This is a pretty good position. Plus, again, with the Shuttles. I mean, it'd be nicer if he was expanding behind this, but I do like that he has the position with this high ground. Does he have 2 Shuttles? He's got 2 Shuttles with 3 Reavers in there. That's pretty good stuff. It's only 2 Shuttles here total. For 2 Reavers here for Shuttle, rather. DTs are out, though. I see you, swingy boy. See you, sortie boy. What are you up to? Ah, the 3 Reavers made it into the main base of Shuttle. Doing some work. This guy is kind of a distraction. These 2 get in the mineral line and actually going after the Dragoons themselves. The Shuttle coverage here is kind of awesome right now. God, big time hit-a-rama. Meanwhile, Dark Templar, does he want to go in there? I don't think so. There's an observer at the front door, friend. Maybe don't do that. Yeah, like I said, the fact that you're denying a third base for Shuttle is really good, but I'd love to see you taking a third base of your own. And he is. Okay, so it looks like he's setting up to take one down here to the south at the 6 o'clock, which I can support. Is that 3 Dark Templar in production right now from Shuttle? By golly, it is. All right, well, kind of sitting on the DT play here. I kind of like it. If you can snipe off observers well enough, DT is going to do really well. It's 145 to 120 supply. At this point, Sky is up. I gotta say he's up. His third base is earlier. I mean, okay, it just got started from Shuttle, so it's not crazy earlier, but it's earlier. He's up overall in total probe count. He's done some damage to Shuttle's economy here. And it looks like Shuttle wants to take down this third base before it even really gets started. He's got his own speedy Shuttles here with 2 Reavers. Can easily take out that cannon attempt at defense and then knock down this front wall so the Zealots and Dragoons can get here up this ramp. Sky's not really responding to this. I don't know what he's doing otherwise. Is he... Oh, he dropped some DTs up here, or a DT up here. Then wandered it in range of a cannon, or didn't actually. Not bad. Yeah, so his third base gets denied while Shuttle's third base is totally coming up. That was a pivotal moment in this game. Everything that I said about Sky having the advantage economically is completely toast now because he lost his third. He is replacing it like a good Protoss player. That DT get wiped out. Yes, eventually. He did some damage. It was alright. It was fine. But yeah, that DT shenanigan stuff just lost him his third base. He had to replant it. That's kind of terrible. A little bit of Reaver pressure coming in here from Shuttle. No big deal. Trying to bait out these Dragoons into the Reaver shots. Ooh, both players taking hits there, though. Storm being researched by Sky. Do we think that's done? It's got to be done. There are High Templar here. If Storm wasn't done, I don't know they'd be on the front lines for Shuttle here at all. Okay, so both players got the DTs, the High Templar, the Dragoons, the Shuttles. +1 attack is done for Sky. And +1 attack is done for Shuttle. And we're both effectively on 3 bases. That third Nexus finishing up. Shuttles has been running for a little bit of time here, which is annoying for Sky, but nothing he can't overcome, I don't think. Supply block is a problem, though. Don't want to be supply blocked here at the 15-minute mark versus Shuttle full show. Sky catches whiff of where the entire army of Shuttle is right now. I see you, Shuttle. I see you up north, friend. Keep an eye on you for sure. Sky pushing is up 180 to 74 supply. Again, better economy. Third base running. He drops DTs into a very heavily cannoned area. Does get a nice storm off, but could have been better. This guy ends up with 1 kill. Man, that stacked probe group, though, that was really scary stuff. And then same. Oh, the second storm is even better there. And suddenly, Sky's down to 46 workers. He had a 10-worker lead. And then killed a couple of workers up here. And he had a massive advantage and then just lost all of it due to 1 storm drop. All right, brutal stuff here. Arbiter Tribunal on the way here from Shuttle. Maybe we'll get some recalls, though that's another part of PvP if you get into the late game enough. Yeah, both those Zealots have +1 attack, but 2 to 1. Not really in favor of anything there. Anyway, hit that like button if you're into this. It just helps the algorithm know that I'm here, and recommend me to other people and let people know that I'm subscribed to, like, know that I have new videos, because YouTube's basic default view doesn't do that. If you notice, it doesn't show you your subscriptions unless you've been clicking on them consistently for the last few days. If you go a couple days without clicking on something you're subscribed to, it just stops showing up on your front page. YouTube is a little bit weird that way, but they're more interested in what you're interested in than what you're subscribed to, if that makes any sense. A bit of an attack up into the third base, but not much of a committal behind it here. Both players effectively maxed out. This is turning into a little bit of a dicey situation. Great storm. Ooh, catches the observer. A bit of a lucky play there. I gotta say, is that the only observer here with Sky's army? I think that's his only one. Ooh, any DTs in Shuttle's army are going to be way more effective now. Not that I see any at all, but hey. All right, man, we've busted up the front. There's only 3 cannons here. I know going up a ramp is difficult. Ooh, double Reaver drop, though. Reaver's getting hits on them Dragoons as they come up. I don't know about this one at all. God, Abject Chaos up here at the third base. The Reaver's kind of getting free hits here. Shuttle, nice dodging. I think maybe didn't dodge entirely there. And then flanking around the other side again. Shuttle pulls the same trick. Coming on in. There is Storm on everybody. Both players tossing storms up left and right. The Archon's getting some nice hits off, though. And Shuttle comes out on top. Did he kind of take the third down? Ah, 2 Reavers go down for Sky. That's going to be hard to come back from for sure. It's 132 to 95 total supply. Sky is in full retreat. He tried to take down the third base. I'm not sure he killed many probes of Shuttles at all. And he is paying the ultimate price here. Brutal. And that's it. Sky taps out. He knows he doesn't have a giant army on his front doorstep, but he recognizes that he's down in economy. He's down in overall army supply. His Reaver count is not super happy at all. And as a result, that was it. So, yeah, he did great. I think he had a great opening. He did some great harassment, but he got storm drop at the third base. That really slowed him down. I mean, it didn't slow him down immensely, but enough. And then going for that gamble, going for that attempt to take down the third base of Shuttle. If he could have pulled that off, that would have been huge. But instead, he does the same thing. He comes up here, he gets trapped as Shuttle flanks him around the bottom side, traps him in, wins that engagement, and then deals with the attack up here as well. Getting that shuttle in with those reavers was massive, and killing the 2 reavers of skies before they'd accomplish a whole lot was also a fantastic play. So good PvP. Sky did really well, but Shuttle just a couple really good decisions, a really couple good engagements, and he gets the win. Incredible. All right, well, end of the day there, 118,000 points for Shuttle, 100,000 points for Sky. End up producing similar number of units here. Sky makes more, actually, about 20 more, 19 more units there, which is pretty good, but killed fewer and lost more, and the math just doesn't add up. Buildings raised, way more buildings raised there by Shuttle. I'm surprised by that for how aggressive Sky was, but losing that third base temporarily was a big deal. And then resources about the same, but it just comes down to engagements and how good your storms are and how good your reaver hits are and can you storm drop effectively, and that was PvP in a nutshell. So nice job by Shuttle, and that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.